Hello, everyone. Still using my mic. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Those of you who are new, my name is Rocky, and this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. So, today I realized I owe you all quite a few catch ups, meaning I need to close the loop on some things that I mentioned before, but I never came back to. So, let's get started. So, the very first thing I want to talk about is fragrance, because pretty soon we're going to be on a fast, a fragrance fast, and I want to get in as much conversation about what I've hauled as soon as possible. So you saw me do this sort of discovery kit from Noteworthy, and there was one in particular in 441 that wasn't necessarily a type of fragrance that I would normally go for, but I wanted to experiment, and I've heard so many good things about that particular fragrance. And so this is a discovery kit. I went through all of these and kind of, made my notes and saw what I loved. And I honestly landed on this N441. And the notes in here, and the only thing that they give you is spices, musk, and amber. But the way people describe it here, they have a word cloud inside of here. They talk about it feeling cozy and intoxicating, spicy, sugar cookie, amber, sexy. And so when I tried it, it really was that with like a hint of fruit. And I don't normally go for gourmand smelling things, but the number of compliments that I got from this and the way that I kind of felt like myself. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I was pretending and like, playing dress up with a fragrance. This felt very uniquely me when I wore it. And so I used this entire, you can't tell this because it's empty. I used this entire sample, and they give you a coupon for like $60 off, a credit. When you do this sample set, you get $60 off a full bottle. And so I do have the full bottle of N441. I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to open it together. So I've made a mess of opening this package, as you can see here at the bottom. But what I've noticed is that it doesn't come in its own box, which I am disappointed about because I don't have like a cupboard or a dark place to store my fragrances. They are in my bathroom, but my bathroom's really big. Don't worry. The moisture, the heat, all that stuff is so big that it's fine. But I do like to cover it from the sunlight that comes in through my bathroom. And this one comes in it's an exposed bottle, which I would have appreciated if it had a box, not the shipping package as a box, so that I can keep it covered. No, we can get past that, right? So it comes like this. It's really cute. It has this little thing here that comes with more information about the fragrance itself. Again, not much more. Let's see if they say anything else about these notes. No, it just gives you tips on how it can last longer, like enhance the performance, how to open it, how to create layers, and how to preserve your perfume. But it just kind of gives tips and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. And these are the notes that they're giving. They're keeping it tight to the vest. But I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna be smelling yummy, y'all. So when you see me in person, all of you who know me IRL, give me a really big hug. And this is the first time I'm going to solicit hugs, but give me a really big hug, and you will be able to smell this fragrance on me. I'm certain you will. So the next thing I want to follow up on is this huge kit that I have here from Eternal Perfume Oils. And I think we talked about this. I didn't know exactly what to land on, so I experimented. Every time you order a 50 ml bottle from them, you get a 30 ml free. So I have three 50 mls and three 30 ml bottles. And it also came with a couple of free gifts. One that was an oil diffuser for your car, which is great. And I put it in my car, and it's awesome. And then this one is a spray. It's a coconut oil in a spray bottle. And they left about this much room in there for you to fill up with your favorite fragrance. And this serves as a body oil. What I did realize, you can mix any of these fragrances with your favorite body lotion, body cream, whatever the case may be, whatever you wear. You can mix it, which is what I did with this Delina. And I think I told you this one isn't spot on for Delina, but it has the same DNA. And recently I went to a birthday party. It was my brother's big birthday party, and we surprised him with friends from his childhood. It was a really good turnout. He's an Alpha Phi Alpha, and they did a really spectacular job with his cake. It's so, so, so cute. And I dressed something like a snack. I dressed like an auntie slash snack. And definitely a sassy outfit, which called for, and it was mostly pink. It called for me wearing a fragrance that would be pink. And Delina came to mind. And I thought this would be perfect to use as my, layer it with my lotion. And then once I got all dressed and everything, put on my Delina and my pulse points and have just be smelling like Delina from head to toe. I even use the Delina hair spray perfume that I have. And I got several compliments. Like the server when I walked in was like, "Oh my gosh, you smell good." Then when we got to the table, I think there was just a woman that was doing stuff in there. She was like, "You smell so sweet. You smell good." And the person who was sitting next to me was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you wearing? You smell nice." So I got several compliments. Anybody who was in, I didn't drown myself. I don't drown myself in Delina because it can be pretty loud. But anybody who was in my scent bubble area definitely noticed that I had it on. And I think it was partially because of this. This kind of helped to amplify the fragrance. So I really do like these oils, especially thinking about how you can, the multiple uses for them. I've also used, remember the fragrance? I don't know if you saw the episode of or video where I first opened these, and there was one ombre nomade that was kind of leathery smelling. Well, for that one, I decided that I was going to put it in my oil diffuser that scents my home. So it's a water what is whatever an aromatic oil diffuser, and I put it in there. And when I tell you, I had it like, so my bedroom is like the furthest point from the front of my house that there is, and it scented the entire house. I'm not even exaggerating. I know, like, I like to speak in hyperbole sometimes, but you could smell it as soon as you walked into the front door, all the way from the back of the house, using just a few drops. I did 3 droppers of this, and the rest is obviously the water for the diffuser, and it lit up the whole house. Which is if it stinks, it would probably be a bad thing. But I found that fragrance is good for the house, but just not for my skin. Anyway, I recommend this. The price point, the value you get, I think it's good. Just make sure you choose something that you think you would like, but otherwise, I think it's a great bang for your buck. 3 more updates. I think I kind of just dropped something on you all the last time we spoke and didn't say more, but I do have braces. And I was talking to you all about like all of these health things that I had going on, very high level. I think towards the end of the year, like every doctor's appointment that I thought would have been status quo, just checking the box, turned out to be something. There was some sort of but attached. You're healthy here, but that sort of thing. So braces was one of them. I broke my retainer. I was wearing a retainer for a while for some other reason, some other issue that happened from an oral issue. And when they examined me, they noticed that I was wrecking my teeth because my teeth were not aligned. And they say you have to get braces, or else at some point we're gonna have to take all your teeth out. And who wants that? I mean, maybe veneers would look cute, but I don't want to rip all my teeth out. So there you have it. I did get braces about a couple weeks ago. The Invisalign. It's not Invisalign. It's called 3M Clarity, which is another brand of clear aligner braces or whatever. And I do have to wear them for about 8 months or so. So this will be my MO for another 7, 8 months. So hopefully the slur isn't too annoying, because it annoys me, but hopefully it doesn't annoy you as much. The next thing I want to talk about is I got a Christmas gift. Was it a Christmas gift from one of my friends, and it was like a way to like store your hats, and I didn't know exactly how to use it, so I figured out a way. So of course I told you about my clothing rack that fell down out of my wall and kind of ripped up my wall, and I had to figure out a solution, which I did. And I have this beautiful clothing rack that I put in my room, and I have a top shelf that wasn't really being used for anything. On that top shelf, I was able to use those hat racks and store all of my hats. And I was surprised at how many hats I even own. I didn't do a count on it, but I think each one of those things holds 8 hats. I'm thinking 8 hats. And I have 4 of those racks, probably almost full. So maybe let's say I have 7 in each. That's how many caps I have. Not hats. I have other hats now. Just baseball caps. Oh my goodness. But I'm super excited to have that because now I can see them, and it's easy for me to just pick a hat that goes with my fit. Loving it. The last thing I want to talk about is not a follow up. maybe it is. Anyway, of something I just received in the mail, and these are, and we haven't opened them yet, but these are some really cute socks that I got. Now that I am like eyeballs deep into a sneaker collection at this point. I can't even deny it. I'm a sneaker addict at this point until I'm not, because I'm not trying to stop. But I'm thinking about the socks that will go well with those shoes. And so recently, I've been getting a lot of like the Comme des Garçons. By Converse sneakers that have the beautiful little cute adorable red heart with eyes on it, and I thought these would be amazing to pair with those type of sneakers. And there's six pairs. Is it six? It's six pairs, and they're all different. So let me show you the other three. But I think they go great. I think they're just all like the same design but opposite colors. So three designs, opposite colors. But so cute to wear with those sneakers. And so they, in comparison to socks that I've gotten before, probably not the cheapest, but who knows? These were $20 for six pairs. You tell me if that's a good deal or not. But I got it for the design, not necessarily for the bargain or anything like that. So anyway, I think that brings me to the end. I think I had a list of things that I wanted to talk to you about. Let's see if I covered them all. We talked about the noteworthy fragrance. We talked about the eternal oils. We talked about my braces. We talked about my sassy outfit and the cake and stuff for my brother's birthday. And we talked about the hat rack and we talked about socks. We talked about everything, y'all. If I don't write it down, we ain't talking about it. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining my channel. I wish I had discount codes for some of this stuff for you, but if you're interested, at least in the socks, you can check down below in my Amazon store. And again, I'll give you links to all this stuff, but I don't have a discount code for you. I'm so, so sorry. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Leave me comments down below. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.